So, in this session, discussing about the sand casting defects. So, last four session completed in solidification and castings. So, in this session, discussing about the sand casting defects. So, after solidification, after final component, so some defects will be there. So, what are those defects and how it is defects controlled, and how it is defects controlled, what are the defects in the sand casting process. Casting during processing may contain several defects inside or outside surface. Okay, several variables involved in the process and contribute to the defects. So the chief defects are listed below. The first one is a shrinkage defect or porosity or cavity or holes, mode shift, hot tears, misrun, penetration, pins, and core shift. So these are the common defects in the component. So detailed study one by one. What is shrinkage defect and what are the causes and how it is controlled and how remedy of the shrinkage defect we can detail study about that. So porosity or holes or cavity on the component. Third one is a mode shift. Fourth one is a hot tears and misrun, penetration, pins, and core shift. So these are the main defects after completing the solidification. So these are the defects occurs in the component. So detailed study one. So factors contributing for the casting defects. What are the factors? So defects casting basically result from the following. First one is important point. This is a pattern and casting design is very important. So as per drawing, according to the drawing, you have to prepare the pattern and casting design. This is a very important. Second one is a pattern equipment. Third one is a molding box. There are two boxes in molding already we can discuss. One is a coked box and the other is a drag box. So fourth important point, the molding sand and core sand. So molding sand is different, core sand is different. Already we have studied in model number 2. So molding sand and core sand. So core sand you can use that, you can prepare the cores. Core means it is a cavity or hollow part required of the component. It is called as core. So molding sand you can use the surrounding of the pattern. So next is a molding and core practice. It is very important. So sixth point is metal penetration and composition of the liquid metal, and melting and pouring practice, and gating and rising system is properly designed, then defect will be controlled, defects controlled in the component. So these are the factors contributing for the casting defects. These are the 8 important points: pattern and casting design, pattern equipment, mold box and mold side and core side, molding and core practice, metal penetration, composition, melting and pour practice, and gating and rising. Shrinkage defect and porosity or holes provided in the component or cavity. Third defect is mode shift. It is not a cope and drag box. It is not in a straight line. It is some shifted at right left side. You can see this figure clear understand. So next is a hot taste. Hot taste is caused pulling the action at the metal just after it's solid. Fourth misrun. It is a completely not filled liquid in the mortar metal with the completely not filled. And gap it is called as misrun. The whatever gap in the cavity it is not filled in the liquid metal, it is called as misrun or unfilled cavity. Other name it is called as unfilled cavity. Liquid metal unfilled cavity, that area it is called as misrun defect of the component. And sixth one is a metal penetration into the sand. So this is a important, 5 important and 8 defects already. This is 8 defects and causes and remedies. Then advantages of the casting process. So already we have studied 5 important points, 6 important points. Motor metal flow into the small section. It is possible to cast any material. It is ferrous metal or non-ferrous metals. Tools relatively simple. Casting is possible to place amount of metal very exactly required, and controlled metallurgical property can be obtained, and suitable for this process is suitable for mass production. These limitations, 5 important points already were studied. The first point is the casting requires large infrastructure like pattern making section. Different sections are there, so 7 to 8 different sections is required in industries, and investment is also high, manpower is also high. High care required for handling the motor. Liquid metal taken from furnace to the board box. At that time, compulsory you can take the K. Next, with some metals is offered to difficult to remove the excess defects. Remove the defects arising out of the moisture present in the sand casting. So, last point is it's time consuming and more of the operations in casting. The mode has to be prepared for each